There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important. I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could... There's to become... It's all but Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baulders Gate. So, you're not in full control of your faculties? If you think it might happen again... It's up to you.
I'll be able to get more stuff too with my infusions, I think, later on.
You're a medium? You're going to speak to her? Could you ask her something for me?
Cool.
The dowry. She'd know where it is. It's for her sister's wedding. Miri had it when she ran out.
Dowry for sister in barn.
The barn? She must mean one, DM. I trust you to get it for me.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Finding door locked, trapped, fire inside room, top from Eltergard. Trap mirror.
The spell's power wanes.
That was cool as fuck.
open up.
The ox tenses, horns lowered in your direction. His hide twitches, every muscle primed to bolt. He's terrified.
I don't want to fight him.
The ox calms, his tail swishing. Creature turns a piece of cud around.
Someone's moving around in there.
You spot a man crouching between the shelves, just as he spots you.
Bugger!
He freezes, waiting on your next word.
Let's say I'd rather not fight then. Your timing ain't the best. I'm sure Zach. Entrance is hidden behind the wardrobe. Here's the key.
What did I just find?
No traps, please.
Said you could pass, didn't...
Better not be cursed.
That's far enough. What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean. Trade with what? But maybe I'll let... We've disarmed the traps. Come down.
You don't want to keep Zaris waiting. Believe me. Hope you weren't followed, mate.
Something over there.
Well, don't you cut if you have the gold. My pet artist will make you a most heroical likeness. He needs protection. And if his paintings cover our costs, so much the better, eh? Plenty, if the finer things don't appeal. Can't show you the good.
You seem a nice soul. What a flame.
What's wrong with the artist? Besides the bleeding obvious, he misses the sun. He what? Needs light to work, he says. We had a chat. Turns out he needs his eyes more.
That might be worth a look.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Not many can talk their way into a Zentarim outpost. I could use someone with your skills. Interested in a job? Some of our people are missing. Find them. Keep them alive if you can. Failing that, just bring that shipment back. Unopened. Good. Backtrack along the road to the east and look for a wagon. Time was, no one dared touch it. Find whoever did this and
That might be worth a look. I'm way too big. That wall's an illusion. Hiding what, I wonder? Doesn't work.
How delicious. A crooked touch.
Where am I going?
Spent much time in the Underdark. Glowing rocks.
The blade slayed a death dog or six.
This is no simple story.
I never was scared of the shadows.
No time to rest.
Well, hello. Simple.
All's well that ends. Oh, not as bad as it could have. What's hiding here?
Gods, what's happening?
such depth to the shadows. I don't care what others say about the Underdark. It's beautiful down here.
I spent long enough in the dark. It gets old. Don't mind if I do. Fungal spores. Is a little blood mist too much to ask for?
That voice.
They're coming. They're coming.
It said.
They are coming.
Mind never quiet. These boots have seen everything. Let's see what this does.
Beautiful broke. You hear what you watch with cold realization. Her darling pups will not be of her own species. Gnolls bring forth their iniquitous litter from many corpsed wounds, including Hyenas. You land a swift, whatever horrific creature.
The subtle approach.
Let's finish this.
This will do nicely.
My faith will protect me. Down with you.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
Talk to me. Let's make this quick.
This is my time. Let my enemies fall. I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Off we go then.
Should mind my step.
That symbol in the blood, what does it mean?
I've seen or heard. Just like old times.
The shock of psychic pain, the pack leader's mind clamps. You see yourself through her eyes. Knowles see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash in the cave. Anxious hearts throbbing, ready to burst, ready to... The meat is trapped, terrified. A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh. And something within you stirs in response. Deep in the chaos of her, it is the source. A shiver.
That's cute.
She is still ravenous, her mind a hungry pit. The flesh of the survivors wasn't enough to satisfy her. Sensing your presence, the gnolls, its host will... A hungry pit. The flesh of her pack wasn't enough to satisfy her. You taste the blood in her throat, feel it pooling in the cavity of her skull. But she still resists. She severs the connection and
Nothing important is ever easy. Nothing will stand in my way. At the ready.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. Come on, up you get.
Still alive. So that's progress.
No, I almost lost it. Yeah, Julie.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just hanging out.
Home?
Yeah, were you about to go into my work?
No.
Oh yeah, I'm just at home.
No, really want that trash. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually really good food.
Yeah, it is.
No. I guess I just wanted to touch base with you and see how you're doing.
I'm doing good.
Okay.
Yeah, girls still coming over this Sunday?
I think so. Have you called them or?
No, I'll text them today.
Yeah. Are you gonna text Natty too?
Yeah, did Natty, I figured. But Natty said that she didn't like scary movies, so I'm just gonna touch base and see if she still wants to come.
Yeah, because she might still. We'll see. She's pretty, does what she wants anyway.
Yeah, it's too easy.
No, I just wanted to see how you were and see if you talked to Mom or not.
No.
Okay. I really haven't either.
Yeah.
So, when I talked to Sam earlier, I think we're all kind of taking a break.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it'll be good. I don't think she'll like it, but I think she needs to reevaluate herself.
Yeah.
and her choices, and maybe she doesn't have to drink and be obnoxious all the time, and kind of just whatever.
No, I completely agree with that 100%.
Like, I was talking to Sam earlier, and I told her, and I was like, and I was like, usually you don't surround yourself with something you're trying to heal from.
Yeah.
And Sam goes, okay. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, Mom just doesn't ever let us talk about it, or talk about how we grew up, or our feelings towards it. But we all turned out really good, so she thinks that she did a great job.
Yes.
And I don't think that's correct, and I wish she would just kind of let us talk about it, because I've struggled with this with her for a long time, because I didn't know what it was like to be a good mom, because I didn't have an example.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I have, you know, the girls, I don't know what's good or bad or too much or not enough, because
Oh, you're doing great. Stop doing that to yourself.
but it's hard though. You
I
know,
understand,
you don't
Julie,
have-
but I love you, and you're such a great mom to those kids. Stop it.
Thanks. Like, I really try.
You do very well. I've realized with Carolyn and going through everything that she's going through, half of the battle is just showing up and being there. And we didn't have that. We had to find that with other people. And that's not fair. We turned out great because of the choices that we made, not because of somebody else's choices that almost destroyed us. That's what I'm upset about. The fact that we were trying to have a nice family vacation and it got ruined, I was so upset. She's blocked on my phone. Like, I'm refusing to talk to her at all. It was so embarrassing. I was at the amusement park with Eva and Annie and Sam, and we're just talking about it, and I'm just like, that was so white trash. It was embarrassing. Like,
what?
That it was just super white trash to go and yell and like have to apologize to a GM of a water park. Like,
Yeah.
and then to get into your own feelings about things that you fucking did, and then tell us that we're doing great because of it. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like that's kind of where I'm at, where I'm like, Mom, I don't think you ever read me a book.
You know?
Yeah. You know, like little things like that. But I'm always like, I was talking to Sam too, and I was like, I know Mom makes some choices in her life, and she makes difficult ones, and like, I get that. But that still, like, you could still be a good person, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, that doesn't have to completely define you, but I'm like, but Mom just kind of sucks. Like,
She fucking sucks, dude.
and I don't care anymore. Like,
You shouldn't.
I was reading something too. It said, "Don't let your storm get your kids wet."
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, right. It makes a total sense, because I would get so like upset with Mom because just how everything is, and I'm like, I need to stop. I just need to let it go. Like, you know, Mom's always gonna be Mom, whatever. And that's all I can worry about is my kids and make sure that they're good. Like, I just don't want Mom passing that trauma on to the girls.
No, she needs to figure her shit out. Not us.
No, correct. Like, we're already in, like, the process, like, but she would never let me talk about it. And I remember Adam being like, well, you were there too.
Yeah.
When I first had Evelyn and you were living with me, and I fucking go off the deep end because I just couldn't understand how Mom acted that way towards us when you had kids. Like, that always threw me. Like, I could never act that way towards the girls. How in the hell was my mom so okay with it?
Yeah, right.
So that always threw me, and I couldn't process anything because Mom never let me. So
Yeah, but that's her. That's her fault. That's not your fault. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing I learned from The Lion King. It takes a real fool to trip over something that's behind him.
Oh, that was in The Lion King?
That was in The Lion King. That was Rafiki, my guy.
Oh, fucking Rafiki.
Yeah, fucking Rafiki. And Mom is that fool. Like, she's constantly like, I fucked up. And we're like, yeah, you did. That's it. Let it fucking go.
But it's like, Mom, do you even know what you did? Even when we pointed out, you're still
Oh
picked
yeah.
up.
Oh yeah. Oof. Oof.
No, so she called me last night because she says she goes, did the girls block me? And I was like, I don't think so. And I was like, did you call them? And she goes, I don't know, I don't have their number anymore. And I'm like, why don't you have their number anymore? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I think she was a little drunk or on drugs or something, because all of a sudden she goes, was I like a really bad mom? And I'm like, Mom, I'm not getting into this with you. I'm like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And I love you and I'll talk to you later. Like, I don't care anymore. I'm not gonna sit there and try to make you feel better anymore. Like, it's ridiculous.
She's 60. She's in her 60s. Like, just let it go.
Yeah. And it's like, I think you need to watch your drinking, because, like, we can't just have a nice, fun time because you get all out of hand.
Oh, it was the worst.
It is, but it's like, she sits there and she says that she wants a good, time and stuff, and then she's the one that every single time that I would go out with Mom drinking, I'd stop drinking, because Mom just goes nuts, and we'd have to babysit her, and, I don't even...
Yeah, no, you shouldn't have to do that.
No, we shouldn't, but it's like, you should be a responsible adult and, like, worry about, like, adult things instead of just being, like, trying to become the life of the party. Like, Mom, your party is over, okay?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yes.
you need to worry about, like, other things.
Yeah. It's just like, just relax and let us have a good time. You don't have to be the center of attention. We don't always have to talk about your feelings. Like, just let it go and let us have our time now. Because we're in our 30s. We want to hang out with our family.
Yeah, and then it's like, I get you and JJ had a situation and have a tiff. That should be between you two.
Oh, I'm not even worried about that. Jay's blocked too.
But you know what I mean, though? Mom should have never got involved. That's none of her business. You two are both grown. You guys can hatch it out and talk about it, figure it out yourselves.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't need to get involved and say all of those nasty things on a message board or a message text that has Evelyn and Natalie and everybody in it.
Well, my thing about it too, you notice how I didn't respond to any of them. My thing about it too was she brought Carolyn into it. Like, she was like, I didn't snitch on Carolyn. She told me to shut up 7 times. I'm like, no, she didn't. That's such a specific number. I know she didn't. Because she never says shut up.
She's a child.
She's a fucking kid. And if she did something wrong, and you're not telling me that she did something wrong, I don't want her around you anyway.
So I asked Natalie about that, and I was like, Natalie, did Uncle JJ say anything? And she goes, he said we were acting like assholes. And I was like, she goes, Mom, he was like yelling. And I was like, he was yelling at you? And she goes, yeah. She's like, it kind of made me uncomfortable. I was like, he made you uncomfortable?
Yeah, yeah. That's what Carolyn said to me. That's why I went off on him.
Yeah, she didn't tell me this till I got home. And I was like, Natalie, if anybody makes you feel uncomfortable, I'm like, you need to come tell me right away.
Yeah, I wasn't about that.
Natalie was like, he just got so mad. And I was like, that's, like, we don't yell in our house. We don't do any of that. Like, Natalie is not used to that. So, like, for her to go on vacation and then have her uncle freak out saying that she's acting like a little asshole, like, that's not okay. Because Natalie's not an asshole.
Oh, she's not, no. Well, my thing about it, too, is, like, when I texted him, I was like, dude, I need some space from you. Like, you called my kid an asshole because they just wanted to have a little break from your daughter because she was acting like a little much. And he was like, you were the problem. Your child's the troublemaker. You on this high and mighty horse. And I was like, you know what, dude? Fuck you. Get your fucking shit together. Your kid's a douchebag. Figure it the fuck out. You're blocked.
No, you shouldn't have said that either.
No, he needed to hear it. You know what she said? You know what she said? She said, I don't have to say thank you because my mom's a drunk. She said that to Carolyn. Carolyn came up to me and said, what does this mean? And I said, do not worry about it. I don't want you to hang out with her anymore.
Oh my god.
I was like, I can't believe that. And then Jay was like, Carolyn's the troublemaker. And I was like, no, absolutely not. I was like, you can blame your entire life on other people. You're not going to blame your kid's life on other people. Like, it's not going to happen, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So unless those two go to therapy, I'm not talking to either one of them.
Oh, Carolyn needs therapy. She's already been through so much shit. Like, she needs stuff, and she's like, she's getting yelled at by JJ. And
Are you talking? You're talking about Ayla.
Who did I say?
Carolyn. Well, you should have seen it at the water park when he was standing in line with her. He was like, "You're so fucking lucky I'm standing in line with you," and all this shit. And I was like, "Bro, she's 8. Like, you're at a water park." I wanted to get away from him so bad all day.
He's just so angry.
Yeah, because look where he's at.
But I'm just like, but he's like in his 30s. Like, you should not be so angry. Like,
Yes, you stop living. He needs to get out of mom's.
I told him that. I'm like, you need to get out of mom's house. And I think that's a big factor.
Yeah.
Because mom's kind of toxic. Like, let's just call it what it is.
No, mom's super toxic. Yeah, so I even told Loretta, I was like, I don't want us talking to those two for a very long time. I want them to calm down, and I want them to figure out their own shit before we start accepting them back into our conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was shaking when Carolyn told me that. I wanted to fuck Jay up, but we already left, so.
Yeah, I think Sam is cutting off Mom, like, completely right now.
Oh, so. Yeah. Sam was telling me she was tired. She was embarrassed, too, because they made these reservations. We were having all this good time, and we were going to do all this good stuff, and then it just got wrecked.
Yeah, and it's like Sam did all of this work.
All of that
all
work.
All this stuff to do stuff, and then Mom, of course, just, like, fucks it up like she normally does.
Oh, my goodness. It was so ratchet, right?
Yeah, and it's like, literally the second day that we were there, I was like, I don't want to deal with anybody. Adam and I are just going to go to bed. Like, I didn't even, you know what I mean? Just because of everything that happened that day. And I was like, I don't want to be around that. Like, I know I probably should have came downstairs and bullshitted, but I was like, like, Mom is still there. And then Dad was there. And then, like, everything was so, like, like, oh my God, this and that. Like, it's just so hectic sometimes.
Well, my thing about it is, like, why couldn't you just fucking be normal? Like, why can't you just be a normal mom? Like, I've seen it. I know they exist. It's not like they're fucking out of this world. Like, it's not some mythic thing that we were told as a child and we never saw. Like, we have friends who have good parents, and it's not like we didn't have we have Dad, but he can only do so much, you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
It is. It's just wild right now. And
oh yeah.
I think if I don't know, I haven't talked to JJ either, so Sam hasn't.
No, fuck him. He was being so rude to the kids. I was just like, I'm done with you, bro.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, I didn't call them assholes. I was like, yes, you did.
You said they were acting like, I believe Natalie 100%.
100%.
Like, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, Natalie goes, no, Mom, he said that we were acting like assholes. And I'm like, he said what?
Yeah.
And Adam goes, I must have walked up. Adam goes, well, I must have walked up after that because he was being all, like, intense and shit. And I'm just like, no, like, they're kids and they're cousins. Let them hatch that shit out. Like, don't get involved, Jay. But then when JJ gets involved and then freaks out, then it makes them all feel a type of way. And then you get Mom involved when Mom does not need to get involved in any of this. And then now she's being a bitch over the text messages and saying awful things to the point where it's like, that shit's out there forever now, Mom. Like, it's there, so.
Yep. Oh yeah, Loretta's done with her.
I bet. Like, oh my God, shame on you. Like, absolutely not.
Yeah, she was about to text my mom. She was about to text Mom back, and I was like, nope.
Nope.
We're gonna let that be there, so she understands why we're not talking.
Yeah. Well, so Sam texted Mom and gave her a list of everything that she did wrong. Like, this is what you did, blah blah blah, and Mom texted back, K. Just the letter K.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, that's why we have issues, Mom. Thank you.
She just can't take responsibility for her own fucking actions, not even once.
Not even a little bit, when it's, like, fully her. Nobody else. Like, this was all of you. Like, this wasn't anybody else. This was you.
No one was like, hey, I'm gonna do this to you so you can act like this. Nope. All you. The fucking worst.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm glad we're kind of on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't want, like, I don't know, like, I hope, I don't know, it's really weird because I don't know really how to feel about all of this right now.
I don't want to do holidays with him. I'm being serious, like, I'm being really dead serious. Like, I would rather have holidays at my house and have you guys come over and then be like, I don't want to go over to fucking Josh's, than you guys have to make excuses. And I will do that.
That's what I mean, like, the first thing right now is going to be Tegan's birthday.
Yep.
Like, she's not going to be there, and this will be where things blow up, will be Tegan's birthday. Even Carolyn's birthday.
Yep. Oh yeah, she's definitely not invited.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we'll see how this, I think the mom not being over at Tegan's might kind of set her off.
Oh, I think it's going to definitely set her off.
Yeah, but I think we all need a break.
Yeah. I need them to go to therapy before we can resume our relationship.
Yeah, something, like, I don't know. It's just wild.
No, just, apologize. Don't act like it's everyone else's fault for the way that things are in your life. You know? It's simple. It's not like we're asking a lot.
No, but he relies on Mom so much that...
Cyrus was looking for this chest.
Because Mom enables him, tells him that he's doing just fine and everything's going to be okay.
What's inside?
Yeah, don't worry. And then you're asking him to pay you rent, and, instead of, like, trying to help Ayla out, you're asking for rent.
Time to press ahead.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just bad, so...
They just shouldn't be around each other.
Yeah, but I haven't heard from you since all of this shit happened, so I just wanted to touch base with you and Loretta, I guess, just to see how you guys were.
Yeah, we're doing fine. Carolyn was kind of confused why Jay was acting like that, and I had to explain to her that it was not her fault, that he's going through something personally.
Yeah, and he doesn't know how to... I don't know.
Yeah, because, like, Jay's always like, Ayla needs this, Ayla needs that. Well, Carolyn was in a very yelled-at, abusive home when she was younger because her real dad was a drunk and an asshole. And she doesn't act like that.
Gosh.
I just couldn't believe it. Because me and Loretta were, like, sitting there talking about how we, like, oh, and we just finished the court, too. Like, we just got full custody in court. And we couldn't even, like, tell you guys because of everything that was going on.
See, that's so shitty.
Isn't that awful?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're you know what you want to know what the deal was? You know what you sent us for the final one? He was like, I don't want to have to pay past child support. I don't want to have to pay future child support. I will waive all of my rights. You can decide when I get her. I don't want to have to owe you money for any of the school that you guys were paying for. So basically he owes Loretta, and for the car he doesn't owe her anything, so he's paying absolutely no money to Loretta and giving up his rights as a parent. Just so he doesn't have to pay money.
Yeah, she was saying something about that.
Yep, it's crazy. And then Carolyn, poor Carolyn's like, because this is the first weekend that he didn't get her because she had a sleepover, and he's like, well, I'm not going to get her for just 2.5 days. If I don't get her for all 3, I'm not going to come and get her. And Loretta was like, fine, dude. Like,
yeah, like, I don't care.
Yeah, this isn't on me, this is on you. So that's been a thing.
Well, I'm glad that she's in a good place then.
Oh yeah, we've got it all. We're getting everything figured out. She's got her finals week, but man, she was just like, I'm done with your mom. I was like, yep, I would be too, because she's the fucking worst.
She is. I'm hoping this helps her.
We have to stop enabling it.
I know. I told Sam too, and I was like, we've been letting her do this long enough. I think we're all done.
Yeah.
I played games like this in my youth.
Alright, but I just got back to work, but I wanted to touch base with you guys, so.
Alright, well, I love you.
Alright, love you too.
I'll talk to you soon.
Alright, bye.
Bye.